Okay, we are up. I had to be sure first. Looking left and right, like, I see it counting down, but it's been a second since I've done anything inside, to the point where I was just like, is it up? So, what's up, Cereal Bowls? How you dudes doing? Hope you're doing well, because your boy is, well, currently streaming on this side, as you can see. Usually I do my stuff over on the YouTube side or on the Twitch side, but I figured that doing a stream of sorts of some Dokkan on the YouTube side would be fun, mostly because my Twitch schedule is a little mixed, but this is also where I do a majority of the Dokkan content to begin with. So I'm trying to doing this as a test of the waters to see if I'll do more streams of this sort in order to clean out my box, because let's be real, I do a lot of pool videos, but I've slowed up on the likes of doing more so presentation videos or story videos, although I guess you would say I never really did the presentation video style. But that's a lot due to just how disorganized my box is on Dokkan, and timing. Timing is a lot of that. So right now I'm just making the tweet out, if you'll give me 1 second, and then we'll get into this. But yeah, if anybody is watching, how are you doing? What's going on? And have you played any of the new events recently? Are you on global or are you on JP? If you're on the global side, I believe it's Android 13 right now. Have you pulled for the Android 13? And for JP, because I haven't looked in a second since I'm stone dead at the moment. Have you pulled for the likes of the new Goku, I believe it is? And on top of that, are you either inside of the legendary sale campaign for the LR sale, or have you done all of the April Fool style events? I got it all typed up. Now I'm just trying to send it out. I would did this at first, but like, the thing is, every time you do a stream on this side, it creates a new link for you, which makes sense because it's going to be its own original video. But when you do it on the Twitch side, it's kind of its own entity where you have your page and that's where you stream and that's where everybody comes. So everybody knows how to get to you. And then later on, if you choose to turn it into a video, yes, it has its own unique code, but, you know, it's not a thing that you have to hunt down all the time. So I want to start off by doing this Bulma event, because the Bulma event is going away the soonest out of things that I want to do. I know I started it on global. I don't know if yeah, okay. So I did start it on JP as well. You might see me with a lot of Ginyu squad, but that's because I still really enjoy using this team. Despite being a little tired of some of the animations for it, it's still a really fun team to use. I'll probably update over to the Bardock team relatively soon, because I do want to mess around with the new free-to-play team. But on top of that, I feel like I also will probably do something with my actual stoned units. It just all depends on what happens as far as going through, because if I can't wake it up, it doesn't make sense. So obviously we're on the JP side, and I can't rate JP. But none to fear, because, you know, we still have our cool illustrations. We have Bulma and Goku chilling out. There's the likes of Mr. Oolong. We got Goku looking extra into it, and then Oolong, you know, giving us the sneaky sly look that he's oh so well known for. There's Bulma out here giving us the cutest wink. That's actually her Peppy Girls. That's actually her Peppy Girls artwork. What's up, Inoko? What's up, Inoko? How are you doing today, my dude? Boob tube. Oh yeah, all about the boob tube. I like how they just took, like, you can still see it in frame too, but it's just like, yeah, we're just gonna take the same image there for both sides. Did we triple up on it? I mean, we more than triple up on it there, but at least the Goku actually fades out. So I'll give them slide on the Goku fading out. Funny enough, there is a version of this Bulma that's out now as far as statues go, because I'm also really into the statue stuff. There we go, a change up on the Oolong. But there's a really cool Band Presto. Yeah, it's a Band Presto glitter and glam figure, and it's of her. Trying to think of what the pose is, but it's a really nice one, and that's a really cool series that does a bunch of different animes and waifus up the waifu characters even more. So this was actually the opening that they displayed for when they introduced this event, because this is the April Fool's event. They changed out the loading screens and everything to be Dokkan Racing, which, that's pretty funny, and I wish they would have left it on for the whole of the event versus just the first day, but it was still interesting. Hopefully somebody just happened to get screenshots, because I wasn't able to get a screenshot during the day that it was up, but I do like to try to collect the specialty screens when I can. So whenever they switch between a pack art, or not a pack art, the loading screen art, or they do a specialty event one, something like that, it's just fun to have for historic purposes. In which, I know that sounds really weird because it's like, historic dokkan. So this event's not crazy hard. It's set as a normal event. We do have it boosted, but that doesn't really matter. We're just mostly doing that in hopes of doubling up our chances of a drop. But that's why you won't see me messing around too much with positioning of my units currently, because I'm assured for the most part that it'll be a 1 to 2 hit kill, and if not, it won't be as much damage. I like how, so in total, that's what, maybe 5 or 6 images that they've used for this event? Maybe 7 or 8. There we go. Some more Bulma action. I had to watch my next statement because my brain's like, wait, we're on YouTube. Can't have Big Culpa after me. The Big Culp will be like, hey. No B on B. If you can decipher that, that's on you. So a while back, I did do a video actually explaining Dokkan systems, but if you're not familiar, it's technically like a bubble bash of sorts, in the sense of you going through and trying to match up the colors of your units to the color of these orbs, and by doing so, you get more attack, you get more ki, and it just overall optimizes the way that your unit attacks other units. So it's Bubble Bash Battler in the sense that Street Fighter or Puzzle Fighter is Street Fighter with puzzles. And I think like that's the best way I could describe it in a sentence. So the reason my experience bar is green there, if you haven't played Dokkan in a while and you just might be stumbling in, is because of the boosted effect. So by what I meant by boosting earlier is events now have an option where if you complete them, you have to complete them one time first. But after you've completed them that first time, then you can initialize a boosting option. And that boosting option will allow you to spend double the stamina, but you'll double up on any rewards that you get. So it basically enables a boost effect for any event that doesn't have a built-in boost, because some events already have a pre-existing category boost, unit boost, which basically gives you a boost for using specific units or specific categories. I could double up on AppleJackz using the boost system. Oh, totally. I got you. The double helpings. What are you up to today, my dude? How are you feeling? So that's why we have a green glow on both this orb set and this Bulma here, because we got them through our boost. Sometimes you get even more than that. Sometimes it all depends. I want to say during the Kid Broly event, I ended up getting like 4 or 5 of him in a run just because of boost, and I was like, okay, cool. So that unit was pretty much optimally done for me, in a sense where it was just a few runs and it was pretty much a done deal on the event. Lurking hit a bit, brain fried after 6 hours of studying, but gotta stay productive in these trying times. Hopefully the brain relaxes and the cooldown is nice, my dude. What were you studying on before I let you get back to working? I apologize for calling you out of it. Also, I just wanted to show off this Bulma art. It's really dope. So this is the full version of the loading screen, not what I said was earlier inside an event, because that's just a snapshot of it, obviously. But it looks really good, and I do wish that it would have been up for just a little bit longer. So in a sense, while I'm talking about possible screenshots out there, I do technically have a screenshot in the form of the card, but the text does get in the way of that sometimes. Even though you can flip through and kind of turn the text off, it's just like one of those things of, but still, it's different. Studying my AWS solutions, Architect Association level. It's a Foundation AWS certification. Nice. I hope that's going cool. That still sounds really dope, and I ended up looking at a little bit of it after us talking about it the other day. So, yeah, I def hope that that's going well, because it sounds super interesting, and just hearing your overall enthusiasm about it is pretty cool. So I'm not going to make you resit through that because we just went through it the first time, but that's why I was just kind of slow clicking through the images. So the reason for 3 routes, despite this being a very simple and straightforward event, is because each route gives you orbs. That's how I ended up getting those orbs last time. The first route gives you small orbs, the second route gives you medium orbs, and the last route gives you large orbs. Each of them you need at a varying amount to actually activate this unit. By which I mean going into its potential system, because every unit inside of Dokkan has its own power level of sorts, and by going through and putting orbs into the units you can, or putting duplicate copies into them, you can get to a perfect version of the unit. I'm only mildly enthusiastic, honestly, but no sense sitting around doing nothing. That's fair. I see a lot of people currently talking about how bored they are, and it's like, I get you. Um, binge watching stuff and binge watching stuff kind of gets old after the first few days, or once you run out of stuff to watch. But it's also like, man, it's funny how we're always like, I want to do X, Y, and Z, or I want to do this and that, but I don't have time because of work. And now people are finally getting time, and it's like, man, I'm so bored. I'm just like, yep. So many people telling me they have no schedule and also bored. Like, hey, maybe they're related. I can only imagine. I could have switched our Goku Ginyu into first position to get optimization, but I just chose not to. Yeah, I was kind of in a mixed bag. So I forgot to check off the stuff I did on my schedule from last week, but I was just like, well, let's start getting some stuff done for this week before I go back to the schedule and check off that stuff. So I spent most of yesterday editing the new Dokkan Pool video that's currently up. I need to start on Pokemon soon. So what I did before this was, so after this, at some point tonight I'll do Super Robot Wars, but my plan is to have Pokemon basically slated on the editing block so I could start working on it when I'm done and chilling out afterwards. So what I did was I imported all my files for it, I lined up the audio, then after that was all done and I saved the project, I went to lift some weights for a little bit. I didn't do too many sets today because I was doing sort of like planks, but not really planks. I don't know. It's been a moderately interesting day. But it's also like, I'm trying to be productive. I wanted to get working on the edits, but it just seemed better to start on something else, really, since this current event that I wanted to do is going away to 8th. I'm like, I keep putting this off. If I keep putting this off, the event's gonna be gone. I won't have done it, and then I'll kind of just be mad until next April. So the reason that question mark was there is because when you run through these events, they also have a built-in bonus, which is a separate bonus. The question mark is a mystery item in most cases, but when you run like these orb events, they give you additional orbs as a guarantee. Going to run Raccoon right in. Have to give him his actual physical energy there. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to super. I'm trying to get more into best practice of that because at a certain point, I've kind of just gotten lazy in playing this with some events. And I will admit that's why some units just won't get woken up, because it's like, man, My technique for it has fallen off just a little bit. But that really shows in the World Tournament when you're trying to get high places and you need to do really specific things to get bonus points. Hey Arp, how are you doing? Also, hopefully it's alright for me to call you Arp because I don't want to try your full name and mispronounce it. Although I guess oh dear is also correct. Maybe? You could correct me. How goes it with you? What's up? So I need to actually check my box and see how many Bulmas we have now. Which is actually going to suck, and I thought about it beforehand. I was like, it's going to suck when I think I have enough Bulmas and I have to show off my box, because some stuff is directly from the video, so if I go through it too slow, then people will just be like, I know what you got in the video. And while other things are like, man, you still haven't woken that up, or man, your box, dude. So the Cell EZA is on, the Vegeta and Trunks one is on, Broly, the Father Son Kamehameha, and I always forget what this one actually is. But I've never done that one. I say that as if I've done all of the other ones. So let's train this Bulma up real quick. Just zoom past all of that. Nope. Nope, bad eyes. Yeah. That should be the one. Oh, that is not the one. The one I'm looking for is SA4, so she would be up here. SA7. I kind of want to organize my box more like I have it on my global side, but I keep forgetting to do that. It's basically where I have all characters that are related next to each other, despite their SAs. But also, this does work for other reasons too, so it's kind of a mixed bag, and that's why I haven't changed it up. So we have 4 perfectly. I can either just throw those into her SA, or I could save them for Rainbow, but we're doing this, so I guess we'll just throw it into the SA and then go for the 6 additional that we need for the Rainbow. Yeah, that'll be fine. We have 284 of those. I don't want to... how much of a difference is it? Because we have at least 80 of those. It's about 2 swords difference. I guess that's worth it. It's not like we're scarce on those, by comparison to the newest power training room that they gave out at the start of the Bardock event, I believe. Our girl is SA8. We have her fully leveled. Yeah, we just need 2 more for the full SA10, but then we need 4 for her actual paths. I'm surprised they didn't actually do a tag-along version for this, where as you do the event, you get her. That was actually what killed me about the Broly, because I had farmed Broly so well and so efficiently that I just had spares. And the spares are good because I still technically have to do the EZA for that one. But it was just like, okay. Because I got them way after I had finished the farming, and it's like, oh, thanks. else do I have prepared as first? Just to change it up a little bit. We're going to go a Super Saiyan for the Gogeta. Going to throw him on our Fusions team just because. I don't think we'll actually get him first rotation, but hey. Also, it looks like we're going for medium orbs this time. Just because they threw us the question mark off the bat. I usually try to go for small orbs or medium orbs because you need the most of those. Small orbs are usually in 6,000 to 7,000 range, so it just makes the most sense to go after them. It's funny that I was like, we're probably not going to get him in the first rotation, only to end up getting him in the first rotation. We're not going to get his fanciness to fully go off, but we do get a super attack from him, and that's good enough for me. As he's a unit with a more impressive, with a more impressive cutscene style animation. We're gonna pop our Coolza to the beginning because I don't think I've seen Coolza's animation in some time, so it'll be fun just to see it for myself. Though I do love how stacked his Gogeta team is currently. It also gave a chance for the whole team to attack, even if not fully going through with straight special attacks. I know I'm clicking through this. I'm right under the skip button, and I keep doing that for some reason. So it's 1,000 bonus for the smalls, it's 500 bonus for the mediums, and I think it's 100 bonus for the bigs. Something like that. I guess we'll repeat the same. This time we have a rainbow unit, so we have optimization. Hopefully we get the right setup to actually pop his higher version of Super, but if not, cool enough still. So I wasn't going to go for the largest, but we do have a question mark over here, so what sense does it make not to? Oh, it's 50. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I think 100 would be too much in the grand scheme. I forget how many larges you usually need. So I said 6 to 7 for smalls, about 3 to 5, I guess, would be mediums. So I think 2,000 larges, something like that. It's not a crazy number by comparison. We're going to use Bulma first, because obvious choice. This Gogeta's just not getting any love. My boy keeps getting placed second. But how could I avoid seeing Bulma's actual attack? To which most people would probably just reply, but it's just a recycle of Janemba's attack. Yeah, what is Bulma style? So we don't have the actual setup to do this, but and even if I moved him to the second slot, because these Bulpan is not strong enough to actually dirt him. She's only at level 12 or something like that. Yeah, it definitely still wouldn't be enough to get what we need for his second ult. Mostly just due to how the key stack works. If you're not doing of your own typing, and if you're not doing optimization. Mind you, he would have boosted up a bit more from being in the middle of the two for his key links, but if it would have been enough to boost him past with only one additional key, I don't know, necessarily. We could have tried it. But it's not like that super is bad. So it's not like it's super worth going out of my way to see it. I wonder what Trunks is currently giving us. So we got some more training items and the likes of some new medals. Dope. I feel like these accounts are super stocked on medals just because I've been a part of a decent amount of the anniversary events. And like, I haven't done crazy amounts on them, but enough to sit up here and stock up on what you would need to basic awake a unit. Let's see who we get. Going to go for LR Bardock. I'm going to go for LR Bardock. I don't know if this would necessarily... I don't remember what his key links are because I don't have LR Bardock, so... If I'm correct, because I believe the physical one is the one you pull for, and that one is the new free-to-play from Team Bardock, but I might be wrong on that order. I've said this before, but sometimes it's hard to keep up with the amount of LRs, because it's like, oh, LR Goku, but it's like, there are 20,000 LR Gokus now. In its own right, like, LR is its own level, and it's a high prestige for cards, but it's also like, man, there's a lot of LR Gokus now. We're going to soft hit it with an off type, and we're going to keep him in the middle. That doesn't necessarily give us the key typing we want, but hopefully that is enough, which it was. And hopefully Goku doesn't decide to do anything crazy, but he shouldn't because I haven't crazy invested in that Goku. Okay, so it is Team Bardock. That attack animation's pretty dope. I like how they found a way to use the same concept, but give it a different variation from the way that the Ginyu Force works inside of its attack animation. We're going to give Kaba probably his first kill in a while, because it's been forever since I've gotten to use Kaba, or had to use Kaba. I think the last time... Well, actually, no. I think the last time I've used him was during the likes of the Broly event that I was talking about. For the Broly that's currently on his team, so... Just to double down, because I don't want anybody to think I'm talking about the older Broly event, which would be the movie Broly. They're both from the movie, but differing periods of release, as well as differing periods of the actual unit. I think that's as clear as I can make that, though. Dude. So that's one additional Bulma. We still need 5, but it's not as... I think our boosting was justified and it really worked towards us getting this done. Because we've had some situations with units where it's just like, can this man drop at work, but hope dokkaning is going well? Thanks, Nick. Hope that work's going well, my dude. So we're going for large orbs again as our obvious clear. Also, if you dudes are enjoying this style of dokkan stream, just to kind of clear out stuff and kick back and shoot off some content or conversation about different things in dokkan and general stuff, I guess, let me know. I'll try to do it when I can and when I have stuff to farm. I mean, generally I do have a decent amount of stuff to farm. It's mostly about making the timing to do it, though. So this isn't necessarily going to be the greatest rotation ever, but at least we're linked up. I also think that guarantees us for our guests to be inside the next rotation, unless they did... Oh! Goku says, shut your mouth, he just proved me wrong. He's like, just because Kaba failed you doesn't mean the rest of us are going to fail you. So, Mr. Beerus is right there. That Broly would probably kill, but Beerus would probably not get this either way, so we're going to go Rainbow Key into it and hope. Nope. No bonus off that. I was hoping he would get some kind of bonus for the tournament off of that rotation, but I guess that was quite the leap to have right there. This Broly attack animation is really dope. I just love the utilization of his big old pupper friend. And it's funny because when this unit first came out, I want to say the week before it came out or something like that. Mind you, he's only at level 27. But yeah, I was asking a buddy, I was like, yo, we really need a card art of the dog. Like, LR Broly. And we need LR Broly and his pooch. I was like, that's probably not going to happen, which it still hasn't happened because, you know, it's not the LR, but nonetheless, it's still pretty cool that they packaged them together in a card and made it pretty cool in its own right. So that's another one down that run, which puts us down to 4 more. Obvious pick here, we gotta go for our fusion girl, because it's been a while since we've gotten to use her. I think I do have that team on this account. So the reason I say that is because on the JP side, I believe I have all 3 of them, while on the global side, I only have 2 of them, so it's one of those situations of, huh. Hey, what's up, Abe? How are you doing, my dude? So I won't underestimate Goku's power again this time, after that last situation where he's just like, I'm I'm doing cool, Abe. Thanks for asking. What are you up to today? Also, as a side note to anybody, if you haven't liked the stream yet, uh, feel free if you do enjoy it. If not, go ahead and dislike it. I don't care. It more so gives me feedback on how you feel about the actual stream itself. Additionally, if you would like more Dokkan content, I mean, we're currently doing Dokkan content, but there is another video up. There's a new video up as of last night. I'm trying to get my words perfect right there because I've just been chain rolling the words for the last few minutes. But yeah, so you can check that out after the stream if you care for it. Got a few more MW2 missions done on Veteran, now just chilling with your stream and some Pro CSGO. Oh nice, who's playing on Pro CSGO? And good to hear that your Modern Warfare 2 trophy grind is going well. You'll have that plat in no time, Abe. How long did it take you to get those missions done? Because I was watching Light play it the other day, and I feel like my mans was just zooming through the missions at some points. Though he is pretty dope at the likes of the Call of Duty, so it's not like I'm even going to try to play that one down. Maybe he was just speed running it, talking about some... Yeah, I just got that skill. From when I started until maybe 5 minutes ago. Okay. Phase in mouse sports. I'm not familiar with mouse sports, I don't believe. Hopefully it's a good match. What map are they playing on? I should probably just SA10 her at this point, and then we can go into her system real quick and have a look around. Train right now, I think they might play Nuke in mouse roll phase. Nuke would be interesting, but mostly because I like Nuke. Train. Everybody's mutual opinion of Train. Just insert it. This one's more even with phase winning right now. Gotcha. So is it a best of 3? Is it just a rematch? What am I missing out on this scene of the likes of CSGO? I was also scratching my head at the second, so my brain was like... Oops, not that. We defs don't want to use that. So that officially puts our girl up to SA10. That's dope. Whoa, I did not know you streamed on YouTube. What's up, Darkman? How are you doing? It's a thing I do from time to time. Depends on what's really going on at the time, but I decided I wanted to do some today because Dokkan has an event that's going away relatively soon, as well as the fact that I think I'll probably just end up doing some Dokkan content over here for when I need to work on stuff if people enjoy that. Because I have a bunch that I need to do, but it's not always the easiest thing to get to during the normal stream time, just because the way missions work and resets. So sometimes I'll be running on like the edge of an event, and then it turns into a situation of, oh, I want to stream this, but I don't have the time during the day, and if I wait till tonight, it'll be gone. stuff like that. The Navi versus Astralis nuke game was pretty interesting, but Astralis or Navi are always good to watch. Astralis. And we just upgraded our girl to the UR variant. She is officially ready to go kick some butt. I wish I knew what you said! Oh. You tried to make me go to the Google Play Store. That's a big no right there. I don't have to know what you say for that. Wait, no, it was Navi versus OG. OG Bobby? I didn't know he was playing CS. And Astralis versus Antic. So now the reason I'm going in here is because we've awoken her. I just want to see in her system real quick. It looks normal. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. It's 8 there. We'll multiply that by 4. You should have 32. Something like that. I'm doing that, and I know that's not necessarily true, but it's mostly because I can't necessarily zoom out, and my brain's like, ah. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 9 there. That puts her at 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. 3, 5, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37. So maybe 38 if I miscounted one. That sounds proper. I would go into another unit, but I don't want to induce you to me counting up a unit's stats like that again. Or not necessarily their stats, but more so their nodes and unit points, since we're not putting into it quite yet. So we have just about 2 more runs on this side due to our stamina. Debatable if I'll actually do a refresh, because it'll probably just be easier and better to wait on this account until my boost resets for it. That being said, I can also still switch to globes and just handle some of that real quick. Please be another one. Please be another one. Perfect. It's going to be so bad, dude. Because it's like, oh man, this is so great. We get 2 of them back to back. And mind you, we still missed a node, but I'll take 2,000 over trying to go for that extra 250. That's worth it any day of the week. About the same in attack bonus. Sometimes you just have to double check those things. You gotta be sure that your Gokus are doing their Gokus. You gotta be sure your Piccolos are doing their Piccolos. Hell, sometimes you gotta cross your T's and dot your I's and be sure that your Brolies are broling to the fullest. Excuse me as I just step in. I'm gonna have this girl pop off real quick. that should be reset right there. So we're going to give him the physical orbs, and if not, at least he still supers. Also, if you're wondering why I'm skipping that, besides the obvious fact if I don't read Japanese, like I said earlier, we went through it the first time, and with the lack of me reading Japanese, I figured it's just easier for me to continually skip that versus fuck. I forgot to switch Khalifa into the second slot there to boost Kale. Oh well. We do boost up and get another Bulma, so that should be one for the SA system. We don't have to do crazy much for her besides her orbs now, which I don't have the actual count breakdown for how many we need for this unit, but with just about 3 more bonuses, or 3 more units needed for her, I think we're doing fine. Because we basically have all of tomorrow to clear that out. So I think that might be last run on this side, and then I might do a run on global side in order to have it done in English at least once. I'm mostly trying to keep track of time and figure out what time I want to go for doing Super Robot Wars. Your boy still needs to eat. Food is good. Food is important. We're gonna swap it that way. That way, if Kale is not in the proper rotation style, she flops into rotation with Khalifa next round. Versus us having to do a whole shindig to actually get them into the proper positionings, which wouldn't necessarily happen anyways with this type of event. Anytime you have to wait for a full rotation on an event like this, you can kind of kiss seeing that animation goodbye. But she is first up in this rotation, and it'd probably be better to just give our boy Cabbage Patch his bonus with going for the full tech boost. He's one of those units that I've worked on a bunch of times by just doing it a different amount, but man, every time I have to go back or think about redoing that card, it's just like, oh, because his drop rate is so terrible. It's terrible. So you need 15 of him, and it's just like, or, yeah, you need 15 of him, and then you need his medal, but his medal was also, on its drop, so you kind of just sit there for long periods of time redoing a mission over and over again for a single drop at a time, or the chance of a single drop at a time. But with that, I believe that's what we can do on this side for now. Well, I guess we could also actually throw them into the system real quick. I said that and then like I instantly mentally regretted it because I was like, well then that's still going to mess with our count for the orbs and we're trying to figure that out. So let's home button it and we're going to go to this side of Dokkan and it's seamless. It's like we never left Dokkan in the first place. As you just hear the music on the global side pick up right where JP just left off. Look at that Android 13. There's the likes of Clash Dokkan Butoden, which is last year's April Fool's joke. There's Captain Yamcha's Grand Slam, which is way back as far as events go. There's Team Bardoc's Borgos. But what we're all here for is accelerate Bulma's wild chase. Recruit Bulma youth from event and strengthen her. I wonder if this unit is... I know it's the April Fool's joke unit, but I wonder if it's good enough to compete with... I forget the actual name of it, but it's Tech Youth Bulma, and she was one of the original events like this, basically. Great. So, to actually read what she does... Exciting adventures, Bulma Youth. Attack and defense plus 41%, high chance of evading enemy attacks. So she has that in common with her tech counterpart, including super attacks, plus an additional attack and defense of 81% in key of 9 when there is an ally whose name includes Goku Youth attacking in the same turn. That's pretty cool if you're doing a Dragon Ball team. I forget what the actual categories are for that right now, which... bad Dokkan streamer right here. Right, everybody? But that is a pretty cool ability for her. Because I don't think the tech version actually has a boost in that same sort. I believe her boost was more so randomized. But it's been a while since I've had to throw her on a team. She sits in my Peppy Girls team a lot, but she's not like a all-star main focus for it. It's more so because of her defensive capabilities. Embark on exciting adventures with the pint-sized bodyguard. You can get the event-exclusive potential orbs on the map. Activate the hidden potential of Bulma Youth with the event-exclusive potential. Cool. With that being said, let's run through. On this side, we'll also be boosting up just because. And I forget what I actually have ready on this side. Right, we were using the tournament team. We have, as far as friends that we could really use for that, despite this being a decent ways back. Got to take a sip of my water. Cool. Now we're back to normal. My bad for that. So we're gonna shoot this way and grab some small orbs once again. No surprise, right? But it is our way of keeping consistent and making sure our workload is pretty even for both sides. Because if you don't really do it in a balanced way, you'll burn yourself out with these kinds of events as far as overall how it works for the characters and just what ends up getting you what you want. Because like I said, some of these have really poor drop rates, and due to the really poor drop rates, it's like, oh man, hey, stop right there. Yikes! How How can it be so fast?
Anyone who underestimates me is going to regret it.
Damn it!
I like how it's a bit more to the point and it's a different scenario than what we get on the JP side here. Because I don't think I was skipping through anything unless, like, subconsciously, while not looking, my brain just went click, 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 click. So we're going to put Reeby at the back, we're going to put Jers at the front, and we're going to put our special guest star in the middle. You know, make him feel all special. Reebs probably would have been the best because of typing, but we got this. So we're just going to Jaren pose and not look at the explosion, as cool guys don't look at explosions.
Damn! This is too much.
Huh. Your little trick might change your appearance, but you're still the same inside.
Hey, Bulma! Where are you? Shoot, the brat's here. Oh, I got it. Presto!
It's me. Oh, Goku, over here. Huh? What's going on? Why are there two Bulmas? It's Oolong. He turned into me so he can escape. That one is Oolong. Get him quick, Goku. Hurry up. What? Are you trying to run away again? You never learn. Let me teach you a lesson. Goku, listen. Goku, listen to me. I'm the real Bulma. And that's how that situation all went down. You gotta feel bad for Bulma because that boy Goku don't hit lightly. So having him be a possible threat towards your health is just like, even at a young age, it's like, okay, no, we good. We don't want no Goku hands. I will say something about this event. This track is really dope, dude. There's a few of them that I've actually considered just like keeping around on like a music player of sorts. But that's usually just... Oh. That's my bad right there. It's a good thing we're doing it again anyways. But, I got so used to doing that on the JP side. But there's a few that I keep around, and they're just usually Dokkan event songs, though. So we're gonna boost up it, and hopefully that works out this time. Hopefully I don't skip it again. Man, I felt goof as soon as I did it, too. I was just like, Good job, Apple. Dude.
Legend has it.
Oh, so I did skip the first time. That's my bad.
Legend has it that whoever gathers 7 Dragon Balls will be granted any wish. After running into a boy named Goku in a remote mountain area, Bulma, a teen girl on a worldwide hunt for the scattered Dragon Balls, invited him to join her on the quest.
Okay.
During the journey, Bulma and Goku took on a request to deal with Oolong, a mutant monster who had been wreaking havoc on the local villager. After Goku defeated Oolong with his extraordinary power, the pair went back on their Dragon Ball hunt. However,
why do we have to bring Oolong?
Yeah, why? I have nothing to do with this. Let me go already.
That transforming trick of yours is pretty nifty. It could come in handy on our quest.
Are you kidding me? I'm not your servant, Missy. You got that?
Let's hop to it and go find that next Dragon Ball.
She ignored me.
Wait,
Or, wait, I gotta pee.
so it's the same. I just skipped through it the first time. My brain was like, huh? That's a weird way to start it. Alright, but make it quick.
Now is my chance. As long as that brat is gone, I can escape in a jiffy. Presto. Naya Naya. Bye-bye, sucker.
That jerk. You're not getting away. I boosted this bad boy's output. So you have it on record. That's the official Apple dub of the Dragon Ball. And everybody instantly regretted it. They're like, man, give us the ocean dub on top of that. Man, give us Funimation. Actually, no. More accurately, people were like, dubs? Dubs? Who dubs? Hi, dubs. Not the YouTuber, but, you know, as in I do. Pretty easy decisions there on what to line up for shots. There goes our evasion. So perfect. And like that, we tear our boy down. Nice two hitters.
Damn. This is too much.
Your little trick might change your appearance, but you're still the same inside.
Hey, Bulma! Where are you? Shoot. The brat's here. Oh, I got it. Presto.
It's me. Oh, Goku, over here.
Huh? What's going on? Why are there two Bulmas?
It's Oolong. He's turned into me so he can escape. That one is Oolong. Get him, Goku. Hurry up. What?
Are you trying to run away again? You never learn. Let me teach you a lesson.
Goku, listen to me. I'm the real Bulma.
No, I'm the real Bulma. We're all Bulma. We're Bulmakis.
As in, Bulma is Spartacus? Oh yeah. I could totally get into, that history lesson right there. We have the setup for her to do it without needing the boost of Jaren. We'll probably regret saying that in a second, but yeah. But we're gonna let the Randy handle it. But it should be fine. It was fine enough. It was fine enough. She said, I don't leave any sloppies. Or at least you're gonna say 90% of the action was mine. You know, Jaren just had to co-sign. He wanted to be the featured unit. Let's not skip it this time like we almost just did. Goku, what the hell? Didn't I just say that I'm the real Bulma?
Huh? You are?
That's just the thing right there. It's always funny that it's like, I'm the real Bulma.
Oh, damn, you are?
Like, that's not a statement Oolong would say. That's gotten me, and it's just like, okay.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. Look behind you. Huh? Oh, I'm so busted. 5 minutes is up. Damn, I should have just run away. No fucking shit, Sherlock.
Although I don't know how far you would have gotten in that 5 minutes, but okay.
Keep on dreaming, you little pig. You won't be able to outrun me. Don't you get that? I already said I don't want to tag along. I don't do quests. They're boring. It's so hot today. I guess I'll have to sleep in just my undies tonight. It's so hot. So unbearably hot. What'd you say? Well, if that won't take up too much time, I guess I could go with you for a little while. And thus, Oolong joined Bulma and Goku on their quest to find the Dragon Balls. The turbulent journey of these three very distinct individuals was about to begin. And that's this event for you.
All in all, I think this was a good implementation of it.
Also,
Nice!
you are now ranked 69.
Mind you, my other account ranked up to 103 while we were doing this. So, still a little bit of a discrepancy there, but, you know. I was trying to save this moment perfectly for right now, so we could all have the perfect rank 69.
Maximum stamina increased to 64. Maximum team cost increased to 256. Maximum number of friends increased to 73.
So, let's check out what we actually have as far as get 2 Supreme Kai planets, clear a stage without reviving or without receiving any damage 5 times. The fact that that's one that you can kind of just do without paying attention, that should kind of tell you the nature of these missions. Good units. Missions are alright. As far as... It's sort of a thing to give more so newer players something to work with. It also has its purposes for players that have been a long time. Because they are generally good units, but the reason the actual event structured the way it is because of that.
Clear stage 1 of Accelerate Bulma's Wild Chase 10 times. Clear stage 1 of Accelerate Bulma's Wild Chase 15 times, 20 times. Raise her super attack to level 5 or above, level 10 or above. Z-Awaken the specific character. Unlock one of the specific character's hidden paths. And that's all 4 paths. Activate 100% of the character's hidden path. Yeah, those are about the same missions that you would usually have when they give you the unit as well for working through this. I think the only real difference is instead of just 5 and 10, it would also have 7 in there for leveling up the SA. So it's interesting that they chose to go this route instead. But to each their own. But with that being said, it's been about an hour and 15 minutes for this. I have 64 more stamina. We have 1 more boost. I think I could do a few more runs before I should probably stop with this for now. So
essentially what that means is we'll go through this stamina bar, and even if we level up again, then we won't go through that stamina bar. And we're going to choose this unit just because we can, in hopes that we actually can get a super off with him. I was like, we could just flip off, and I was like, then I instantly changed it, because I was like, we don't have to read it now that we've gone through it essentially twice. So it works out to being a faster go-through, and additionally, we need to do our runs on this side anyways, so it just makes sense to get them done if I'm going to sit here right after anyways and still do them. It's not like what I'm going to do after stream is going to instantly be done just because I got off a few runs early. It's Reeby. You got this. Go for the greens. And then 17. I'm sorry, my boy. You don't get to hit it, but hey, you know, so didn't Jaren. Reeby just sat up here and dropped her hits like, it's good, I got y'all. I think that just worked out perfectly. They might not link up with anything, but we got a full set of physical right there. It's like the universe heard me, and they were like, yeah, you could see it. Because I don't know if anybody would actually have the likes of a... Now my brain's blanking, because I said it earlier, and now I'm just like, I don't want to say a display video, but essentially. So I'm not just sitting here blanking on the word still. Though I guess trial video would be closer to what I'm thinking of. And then we skip out. You gotta love the victory theme in Dokkan. It's just so peppy. The menu music, on another hand, it haunts me, dude. I can't tell you how many times I've accidentally just left Dokkan open, and my brain's like, I should close that. And then I forget to close it, or I leave it open for too long. So all I'm hearing for the next few is, nah, 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 nah. I'm like, oh. Hard choices must be made every time. It's like, hey, here's two right here. But we went for smallest last run. So we're gonna go for largest real quick. It only makes sense. So out of curiosity, if anybody else does play this, will you be going for this unit before the timer's up? Did you know about this unit? Have you already perfected it? If you're not going for it, do you have a reason, or what else are you possibly working on? High power blitz! Ooh! I figured it was only fair that we give him the kill shot this time, since we denied him of it last time with Reeby attacking. Should we double down on it? I think we should. I love Reebs, but we gotta show off that 17 love. How many times are we going to double up on him inside the team? Rock, paper, scissors! The most deadly of attacks. Oh, snaps. We were one key short. I didn't see that just because of the arrow flashing over it. So my brain was like, yeah. That's my bad, but 17 got his moment in the sun. And that's the important thing that we were trying to get there. I probably won't get the additional level up in the next 2 runs, which is about what I have the stamina for. So that does work out with what I was just saying. There's a part of me that's like, I want to change it up, but I know I don't have that many teams on this side of things. And perfection. I mean, it's not its LR variant, but in perfection. Nonetheless. As it's still more than what I have in regards to that card. I wonder if that person is actively using that account. If not, my brain's like, hey yo, Dokkan, can I have his LR killing Khalifa? I want it. I want it bad. They'd probably be like, hey, you want it? Go pull. And I'd just be sitting there like, damn, but I did when it first came out. And then, like, when it had its own legendary pack later, that card just evades. It just won't show up. My soul. I think it's that in BoJack that I wouldn't mind having extra copies of. I don't have the Kill and Khalifa, just to clarify that, because I know how I just said it. There's a few other LRs that I'm like, man, those would be dope to specifically go after. But I don't know. I think I just typically have fun with pulling because it has the same energy to me as when I used to pull on Yu-Gi-Oh packs and Card Fight Vanguard packs. Well, packs in general. But it's that nature and that energy, despite like me still being like, oh man, I wish we would have got this and that, but it's a certain amount of feelings and the thrill of it. Some people have gambling at the casino. I have gambling at the card packs, which is probably worse, but hey, nonetheless, I have fun. That was a really dope attack sequence, by the way. I hope this person... Oh, they were last active 50 minutes ago, so maybe they would add me. Maybe they are working on her. It really sucks, because I also did kind of want Dokkan to give me the unit. But, hey, nonetheless. I'm glad that account didn't go inactive, is my point here. I would cry on the inside, but like off stream and stuff, because it'd be like an ugly cry. The full-on ugly man's cry. Talking about some, no. Where have they gone? I'm trying to make this last one really good with who our guest unit is. My brain's like, ah. Do I really see anybody I'm really itching to see? Awaken Kale, maybe. So I'm not just constantly scrolling back and forth on it. We have the legendary double. It's a double-double. Well, actually, it's a triple-double, I guess, considering the fact that we got one last round. That's not how you use triple-double, Apple. Apple. I wish I was Apple. Out here with abs of steel. Sorry, I was getting past something through the door. That's why I had that mid-pause break, but yeah. Just magically become Apple because of your thought process. Like I said, I've been on the workout train recently again, but man, I don't think I'll do anything that'll get me close to Apple status at the moment. I think like the main issue is I enjoy the workout, but I mainly have things that I'm definitely like, I don't really care for that. Like, I want to get the results of caring for that, but it's like, man, sit-ups fucking suck. Versus, man, lifting weights. Alright, now this is cool. Or running a long distance for some reason. That can be fun depending on how you're doing it. But sit-ups, it's like, man, I don't want to do. Why don't you just give up on sugary foods? No, I'd rather do the sit-ups. That's the terrible inner conflict of that one. Like I thought we weren't going to be at enough to level up. That's kind of where we left off before we started this up last time. Or before when I was first initially thinking to myself, I should probably stop doing this at the current moment so I can do some of this on a stream. But yeah, dudes, with that being said, that's about what I got for you because I'm out of stamina on my accounts. I could pay stones to get some more stamina, but the issue then becomes we won't have stones to do pulls. So, with that being said, that's it for now. I'm your boy Apple. Hopefully, well, I'm on my own channel, so you knew that. Force a habit for when I'm not streaming on Twitch or my Twitch page specifically. But yeah, if you're interested in that, I'll be doing some stream later, unless you're watching this at a time that I'm not streaming on Twitch. But all my social media links are in the description if you want to just check that out. There's the Bardock pool pack if you want to check that out. And just thank you all for coming through and chilling out. I appreciate you guys for hanging. That being said, I'll catch you dudes later.